Queremos agradecerle al señor presidente Yasser Arafat la gentileza que ha tenido de atendernos aquí en Gaza, de donde está despachando ahora el pueblo palestino.
At the first place, Mr. President, we thank you for receiving us here in Gaza. Okay.
Señor presidente, ¿cómo evoluciona el proceso de consolidación de la autonomía palestina en Gaza y Jericó? ¿Usted está satisfecho hasta ahora de la forma como avanza el proceso?
How is the process of unification of the Palestine autonomy in the territories of Gaza and Jericho?
How is the process? It's going on, but very slowly. The Israelis are still delaying the implementation of what had been agreed upon and signed in Washington and in Cairo, including the redeployment and withdrawal from the occupied, the rest of the occupied West Bank, especially the densely populated area, the elections, the empowerments, handing over the empowerments, and many other issues.
Are you satisfied so far?
We have to wait and see.
Señor presidente, ¿qué le dice usted a las personas que están en contra del proceso de paz? ¿Por qué Hamas no acepta, por ejemplo, este proceso que beneficia a toda la región?
What do you say to the people which is against the process of peace with Israel? Do you think groups like Hamas, why do they don't accept this kind of process?
The peace is a very precious and very important target, and we have to struggle and to make all our efforts to push for the peace process and for the success of the peace process. This is the Terra Santa. This is a peace of the braves, and it's worth what we are facing for.
Señor presidente, ¿qué beneficios le trae a toda la zona de Oriente Medio el proceso de paz que usted está manejando?
What kind of benefits would bring the consolidation of the peace in the Middle East to the people of Palestine?
What is important is to achieve peace in the land of peace. And although we are facing many obstacles, but as I have mentioned, it is a very important and noble target. Our people till now had received nothing, but we are looking for the future.
Señor presidente, la ayuda totalmente no ha llegado a los territorios de Gaza y Jericó, la ayuda prometida por las potencias. ¿Cuál es la razón?
The aid promised by the international community has not totally arrived. What is the reason for this delay?
You have to ask for the Israelis and not to ask me. As I have mentioned, they are delaying it. And many of the promises and the pledges which had been declared had not been fulfilled.
Señor presidente, ¿cuál es el sueño que tiene un hombre luchador, un hombre que ha estado en todas las batallas como usted? ¿Cuál es el sueño que tiene en este momento?
What is the greatest dream a man like Yasser Arafat has?
To pray in Jerusalem.
Señor presidente, la policía palestina es lo suficientemente fuerte para contrarrestar en un momento determinado las arremetidas de los enemigos del proceso de paz?
Is the Palestinian police strong enough to fight back the manifestations of the people who do not believe in the peace process?
We are not looking to face our people. By force. We respect our democracy, and every people have the right to say his opinion. But under the flag of the discipline and the law.
¿Cómo visualiza, señor presidente, usted el problema de Jerusalén para el pueblo palestino?
How does Yasser Arafat envisions the solution of the Jerusalem problem?
As it have been agreed upon, this problem and this very important issue is to be discussed as soon as possible and not exceeding the beginning of the third year. Not to forget that I am speaking about the holy city, which had been occupied since '67, and it is in the same line according to Resolution 242, which is a platform of all the peace process.
Señor presidente, hemos visto la zona de Gaza y Jericó, observamos mucha pobreza. ¿Qué se está haciendo con respecto a esta situación?
We have seen that in the territories of Gaza and Jericho there are lots of poverty. How do you believe that the people's income can be improved?
I'm sorry to say, you have to understand that the occupation had destroyed all our infrastructures. We are starting from zero. And I'm sorry to say that all the pledges and the promises of the donors had not been fulfilled. Only little of this had been fulfilled, very little.
Señor presidente, ¿cómo observa usted el proceso de paz que han adelantado otros países árabes que han imitado lo que ha adelantado Palestina? Por ejemplo, el caso de Jordania.
How does Yasser Arafat sees the peace processes that are taking place in nations like Jordan that have followed your leadership?
You know, the peace process is not only with the Palestinians. When we went to Madrid, it is comprehensive. We are looking to have comprehensive, lasting, peaceful solution on the Palestinian track, Jordanian track, Syrian track, Lebanese track, so that we can have comprehensive, lasting, just, peaceful solution.
Señor presidente, usted antes de los acuerdos de paz vivía de un lugar a otro, cada noche estaba en un sitio distinto. ¿Cómo se siente ahora?
Before the peace agreements, you lived from one place to another. How do you feel now that you are steady?
The most important thing that I am here on the first liberated land of Palestine in Gaza with my people, and we will continue so that we can have independent Palestine.
Señor presidente, si usted tuviera hoy
the holy city in Jerusalem.
Señor presidente, si usted tuviera hoy la posibilidad de hacer cumplir dos deseos con la ayuda de Dios, ¿qué pediría?
If you today had the possibility of make true a couple of wishes with the help of God, what would you ask for?
As I told you, I hope that I will have the opportunity very soon to pray in Jerusalem. Second, our people can live peacefully, freely in their free land.
Para terminar, ¿qué mensaje le envía a los palestinos que viven en América Latina y que en este momento tienen la oportunidad de verlo por la televisión?
What is the message that you send to thousands of people from Palestine that live in Latin America and that are watching you in the TV?
I am sending my appeal to them. Come and to participate in building your country.
Señor presidente, muchas gracias por haber aceptado esta conversación con la televisión de Colombia y de América Latina. Le agradecemos mucho la gentileza que ha tenido para con nosotros.
We appreciate this interview very much. You know, people is really expecting having news from you. They love you very much, so we appreciate.